From the Floor continues now from the B&M booth, and Bolliger Mabillard is known for bringing giant new ride vehicles to the IAAPA Expo trade show floor. This year is no different. We are standing in front of Rapterra, headed to King's Dominion in 2025. To tell us more about Rapterra, we have Paul Bonifield with Six Flags Creative Department. All right, Paul, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Tell us about this massive bird of prey.
So this is our new launch coaster, Rapterra. It's going to be located in the Jungle Expedition area of King's Dominion. We revitalized this area in 2022, and this is the last piece of the puzzle. We've already discovered all the different animals. We have our Tumbili, which is the monkey. We have our Arachnidia, which is the spider attraction. And this is the very last one, which is the bird of prey, Rapterra. So let's talk a little more about what the guests will experience when they show up to this ride.
I am so excited about this ride. It is one of B&M's fastest launch coasters to date. And it's going to be towards the front of the park, but you're the guy who kind of helped with the story of this ride. Walk us through a little about the colors that you picked and some of these icons that we see right here on the ride vehicle.
Yeah, we wanted to be disciplined with our colors, having something that at the end of the day will actually pop against the sky. You know, we don't want everything to be browns and grays. We wanted to have some color, so we went with the orange and a red, so there'll be two different color trains. You'll notice there's two different colors here. They're just slightly different, but just enough to have a little bit of differentiation there. And then our graphics team did an awesome job bringing what we see up here. These will be on both of the trains. These are the symbols that you see within Jungle Expedition already today. And yeah, the best, you know, we made sure we wanted something contrasting against the riders so we can make sure the vests are safe and everything.
Very nice. All right. And speaking of Rapterra, during IAAPA Expo 2024, its sister train took its very first run. Traditionally, we call this a first drop, but in Rapterra's case, this is a first launch. What is it going to feel like to actually launch on this brand new wing coaster?
Right, so you're going to pull out of the station, and you're going to go underneath these really awesome arches that our fabrication team has made.
So we have some theming we're going to see.
There'll be a lot of theming, yes.
Yep.
So these arches are themed to the different birds of prey. So it's an ancient temple. Some nice head choppers as you make that first initial launch into that first element there.
And speaking of that initial launch, this is what it looked like. You can actually hear what sounds like a jet engine starting to take off. And there goes Rapterra down its bright green track into its first curve. And then it continues throughout the rest of the ride. Tell us a little bit more about Jungle X and this area that you have redeveloped.
Right. So Jungle Expedition starts with, in the middle of the area, there's this area called Flat Rock. So this is our concrete area where all these ancient symbols have been, you know, they've been here for years. So we have our crocodile, our monkey, you know, all these different areas that we've been trying to discover. And this is our last piece of the puzzle, which is Rapterra, the bird of prey. So, you know, as the guests come into the park, they're going to weave their way through the jungle, make their way to the research center. They're going to walk into the queue, and through this queue you'll see digging supplies, archaeological tools, all kinds of equipment as you walk through the queue. And then as you get into the queue itself, there'll be some remnants of, you know, a former caldera, which is, you know, there might have been a volcano at one point on this facility. So there might be some, you know, smoked lava.
So a little throwback to some history of King's Dominion, of what was on the site at a different point in time.
Perhaps, yes. And as the story goes, when this volcano exploded, the ancient temple fell apart. So you'll see some remnants of some bird statues and some really cool things that I'll keep some things secret, but it'll be good for our guests to see when they come to our park in the spring.
All right, good tease there. Some secrets still to be uncovered. Paul Bonifield with Six Flags, thank you so much. And that's the latest from the floor.